Uh, Today's just, we're going to have some fun with it, okay? Because I was like, well, I technically could just take today off, but how do you take a day off from what you love? You don't. You just keep going, right? That's what we do. So we're getting ready to go out to some more vintage toy stores. We found some amazing stuff yesterday, by the way, and we're gonna go do some more looking and hauling probably today. So anyway, what we are talking about today is what do you really want in 2022 and how to get it. Okay, so what do you really want in 2022, and then also how do you get it? Good morning, Vonda and Michelle. So good to see you. You guys can win things. Let me just say that first. All you would have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment on my YouTube videos, share my YouTube videos into social media, tag myself or my business page in it, and one person every single week is going to win something. So there's that. Get that out of there. Hey, Megan and Sasha, good morning. And Lori, my goodness, you guys. Who's excited about a new year? I'm excited about new days. So New Year's is like a whole new level, right? Like I get excited about the morning, waking up in the morning like, oh, what kind of cool stuff's going to happen today? And so now it's a whole year. Oh my gosh, it's like 365 mornings. So what I want you guys to think about today is not about business. I don't often say that, right? What I want us to think about today, I'm going to kind of move this a little bit. What I want us to think about today, you guys, is what do we want? What do we really want? So not as it pertains to business. Now, business is probably going to be a vehicle in which to get the things that we want, yes. But what I want to think about today is what do we really want? So I am in Kansas City, my whole family, we're in Kansas City right now, and we're enjoying, well, just being together, taking our time with stuff, going vintage toy shopping, and spending time with my sister and her family and out on her farm, with her chickens and stuff. I grew up with chickens, and it matters to me. That lifestyle matters very much to me. And having Nora experience that lifestyle means a whole lot to me. So some people's what they really want is to be on a beach somewhere, and there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's got their own anchor spot in their psyche, in their brain, in their past experiences of, I really loved life at this point. I really there's a thing that I can go do that will just make me feel so satisfied in my heart and in my soul. And so what I'm asking you guys today, and I just want you to think about it. You can say it in the comments if you already know it. That'd be great. But if you don't, then come back and say it in the comments later, But think about what that is for you. So for me, it was literally sitting there watching Nora get to feed the chickens, right? And listening to the chickens and watching them all run around, and sort of chilly outside, and Nora got to collect the eggs, and then sitting around. My sister and her husband made dinner for us, and then just sitting around, and there's a football game on yesterday, and just playing games and relaxing, right? And it's those moments represent, to me, what everything is about, right? That's every single thing to me, every single thing. And so for you, what is it for you? And the reason I'm bringing it up today, it's just so happens to be New Year's Eve, right? But it happened to me yesterday, and I got to have that moment where I was like, this is it. And so for me in the new year in 2022, the only reason I'm talking about me so much, if you're like, Martha, are you going to talk about us at all? The reason I'm saying this about me is because I'm trying to help jog in your brain what that is for you. I'm not just trying to share my stuff. It's supposed to jog your stuff for you. And so in 2022, I'm going to make sure this happens more. Okay? Because we hadn't been up here in 3 or 4 years. Now, she's been down to see us and that sort of thing, but we hadn't been up here and had this experience in a while. And so in 2022, my focus is to make sure that we have this time more often. That's my focus for 2022. And so, like I said, this is strangely enough is not all about business, but business accommodates those things, right? Business accommodates not being able to have, or not having to work a 9-to-5 job. So then you have the freedom to go do these things and like it reverse engineered, it all works together. But I want you to know what those things are that truly fill you up, so you can use those as guideposts. So you can use those as momentum builders, and you can use those as a part of your why, quite frankly, right? If you haven't read Simon Sinek's Start With Why, absolutely suggest reading that or listening to it on Audible, depending on who you are and how you consume the written word. But that's it. When we understand our why, you can deal with any how. You can make how happen as long as you understand your why. So that's what I want. And I want to hear it from you guys. So that's all I'm going to say. Tell me what your guys' stuff is. I would love to hear if you guys know what your thing is. Knowing what fills your cup is of utmost importance. 100% yes. Vonda, my place is a little cabin in the woods with a stream flowing nearby. Oh, that sounds great. Leslie, good morning and happy New Year's Eve. Same to you guys. And then the how to get it, forgot there was an end to the title there. The how to get it, you guys, is first of all to know it exists, to know it's a thing that you want. And then what you do is you just set a SMART goal around it, right? I think we all understand SMART goals. If you don't, just Google it. It's, specific. It's SMART spells out a whole thing. Specific, measurable, attainable. And so what you're going to want to do is you put a date on it. You say, I'm going to do this on this date. Now, does it need to be next month? No. Can it be in August, September, October, November to give yourself time to make it attainable? Then yeah, do that. But set it as a goal within this next year that you're going to go do that thing that really fills you up. And it's going to be interesting, to see if you even have to wait until that date to do it. A lot of times, just by having that date, you can push it forward. But it's going to put you in a frame of mind every single day that is always working toward that goal. And so sometimes whenever people make money their goal, it's hard for them to work toward that goal, especially my people, because we're heart-centered and we love very much. It's hard for us to work toward a money goal because it feels disconnected. But whenever we work toward these, like freedom as the goal, and then that's where our brain can really start firing off on us. So that's how you actually make it happen, is set a SMART goal around it. Michelle, flexibility of time to align with my adult kids' schedules and all be together. Oh, I love it. Hey, B, good morning to you. Lynn, specific, measurable. There we go. Thank you. Accountable, realistic time frame. Thank you, Lynn. Lynn's always got me with the details. I appreciate you. Tammy, what I want to spend time with my family at home and on vacation, to have an ocean view property and access to the beach, to be able to go visit my precious grandson whenever I want. There it is. Boy, that's a great why. That's great, you guys. I love this. I love the feeling of a new beginning. Yes, daily, weekly, monthly, annually. Absolutely. Yeah, today is like the ultimate new beginning besides like the beginning of our lives. It's like the beginning of a year is really the next ultimate. Life on our little farm, all the things. Oh, I love it. Michelle, we see ourselves through your vision, so keep sharing. Oh, I love that. I love that. Yeah, so that's what I want for you guys. Also, just so you know, if you did not know about that, and then Judith, I'm going to go to yours. Oh, and Megan. If you didn't know about it, HBR is discounted very heavily right now until tomorrow night. And the reason why is because the people that are jumping in right now are like ready to go, right? If you're not ready to do this, then don't feel like make yourself ready to do it. But if you're just like, I am ready to do this thing, then jump into it, because that's what I need. That's really all that I need. I need for you to be ready to go, and then I help you with everything else, like quite literally. So it is $9.97 right now, just a heads up. And what you can do is you can message me. It's going to be 10K within a few weeks actually now. But it's only $9.97 until tomorrow night. Okay, so New Year's Eve or New Year's evening. That's hard to say. But what you would do is you would go to Livin the Dream with Martha, message me the words, let's do this, rainbows and unicorns, whatever you want. We'll give you the details of the program. You're in or out, and either way is totally fine. We're not trying to headlock you into doing anything. This is really, are you ready to go? And then we're here to nurture you. We're here to show you how to do this. We're here to make this happen for you, right? You have lifetime access to us. This isn't, you do not become a number in this program. You are 100% supported. So we are completely disrupting the industry, even on online courses and how that works. So there is that. Let me see. Let me go back to... Okay, Megan, you know I set 2 major goals for 2021. 1, move to Florida, and 2, a savings goal I had never reached. Hit both this month. Boom! There it is. There it is, girl. Judith, flexibility of schedule for family and travel and building my passions. I'm excited for the new year. Oh, that's awesome. Flexibility of schedule is amazing. Michelle, wherever we can be all together is my happy, but by a beach would be super awesome. Oh, that's perfect. How do I get my name to show up in the comments? So it doesn't show up in the comments whenever you're commenting on a video from within a Facebook group. So if you're on YouTube, if you're on LinkedIn, or if you're on my Facebook personal or business page, you'll have your name show up. But in Facebook groups, I think there's a privacy setting, so it just shows a Facebook logo, just so you know. Cindy, makes me think of the song, Tell Me What You Want, what you really, really want. Yeah. Leslie, I would love to leave my 9-to-5 job for good this year. There it is. Set a date around it. And then think of what you're going to do whenever you leave. So what is that? So that's like that's what allows your brain to really start creating, is what you're going to do with that time. Because then it can fill that up instead of like, I don't want this, I do want this, right? Michelle, get it, Leslie. Congrats, Megan. Sarah, awesome, Megan. Devery, good morning. Leslie, yes, HBR, going back through the modules. Go through those modules. You've got lifetime access. Go through them as many times as you want. We've got work parties. We've got weekly momentum calls. We've got email support. We've got a business strategist team. We have everything that you need. This is not the program you get left behind on. If you join to do a thing, that thing will happen as long as you keep going, period. I love you guys. Happy New Year. See you next year. Bye-bye.